What is up, my ninja, and welcome to a special bonus episode of the Mumkey D. Jones Measly Crew Variety Hour. That's right, we got more virgin shenanigans, but not on a pirate ship today. We have a boy, Hartsy Protsy here, who has dove into Naruto. He's a real Narutard, as they say. And he made it to the time skip, and I said, hey, don't read ahead. Maybe watch some Kakashi Chronicles or something, but don't go too far, because we got a podcast about it. So welcome, the Naruto virgin, Hartsy Protsy!
Yo! Naruto time! And that is right. I guess I'm slowly making my way through all three of the big three of anime / manga. Now making my way through Naruto. And I gotta say, I'm pretty much enjoying my time. Even though I'm like, what, 1/4 of the way through the story, because time skip is like 3/4 of the story.
I think it ends at like chapter 700.
Alright, cool,
and I think time skip was what, like 230? But are you watching this as Naruto abridged or something, or what are you doing?
I'm reading chapters of the manga, and I found a version of Naruto that's similar to Naruto Kai, but it's much newer in terms of the editing, and it's called Naruto Canon, and it's a very, very good alternative to the anime that I found online, and I really like it. I think every episode is like an hour and 30 long, and it's equivalent to one volume of the manga.
Okay, you made it through all of Naruto's pre-time skip. What is your top of mind?
I guess the entirety of the Sasuke retrieval arc was really, really impactful. It was massive. I mean, it's just straight hands through and through. Some of the best fights that the series has, including the big epic pre-time skip Naruto versus Sasuke fight, which you kind of teased me about last time we talked about Naruto. You asked me who I think would win a pre-time skip fight between the two, and I got it right. I said Sasuke. Sasuke would probably win that fight.
Virgin Hartsy gets another prediction correct, time and time again.
And I can see why Naruto was so influential in the early 2000s. It was probably like the anime for a lot of kids growing up at the time. Like so many kids grew up loving this series. And the moment I can tell when that clicked with me was the confrontation between Sasuke and Naruto, because it's both epic and very emotionally impactful. Because I love the character dynamic between Naruto and Sasuke. It really. I hate that I'm about to say this, and I'm probably going to be flamed for saying this, but it really reminds me of Sonic and Shadow the Hedgehog from the Sonic the Hedgehog series, because Shadow is a meaner, edgier version of the main character Sonic, of course, and they do not get along. And Shadow is driven by hatred and anger and resentfulness for the world, and Sonic has to get him out of that.
So does that mean it's just a trope that's been overdone? Is, oh, I'm the spunky friendly, and oh, my friend, he's a little dark and edgy, oh, and he goes to the dark side. Like,
right, yeah.
Did Naruto do it before Sonic? Who's ripping off who, Hartsy?
Let's see. I'm pretty sure these were both at around the same time. I'm pretty sure Sonic Adventure 2 came out in 2001, and Naruto started syndication in 1999. So I guess it was a few years early.
I wonder if Naruto at least popularized the tuning exam, sort of thing. Like, did any other manga do it before Naruto? Because I feel like every other popular shonen has to have some sort of exam in it. Like Frieren that I'm reading had an exam arc, and it's the most popular arc. I'm sure the Superhero Academy, My Hero, whatever that gay shit is, I'm sure that has a fucking exam arc.
Right.
So Naruto maybe is influential in the way that the other things are.
Yeah. I think this series so far has a lot of heart. Maybe not as much emotional impact and depth as One Piece has, not gonna lie. I don't think I cried nearly as much at any point in this series. I think there's a couple scenes that made my eyes water a bit, but at this point in One Piece, there are already like many scenes that made me cry. That's a long cry.
And I guess if you compare chapter to chapter in One Piece right now, where would you be? Like Jaya arc, maybe?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess up to that same point, which is better? Which opening 230 some odd chapters of manga is better between these two?
Okay, I gave my live reaction when experiencing the first few arcs of Naruto, and I think Naruto has a way stronger start than One Piece does. I really do believe that, and I know that's sacrilege, but I will say that I think it has a way stronger, impactful punch. But I would say by this point in the story, One Piece has already taken over in terms of impact and excitingness. So yeah, I would say One Piece is better by this point.
I guess at this point you just had the culmination of all of Alabasta and that epic dramatic moment with all the fists in the air and leaving Vivi behind. And I guess the epic culmination here is Sasuke, defeats Naruto and fucks off on his own. I remember back in Water 7, Eggy was predicting, oh, maybe Usopp and Luffy after this fight, maybe we don't see Usopp again for years, and Naruto actually takes that premise full throttle. Hey, these two friends, I mean, as rivals as they were friends as well. They have this falling out, this fight, and yeah, it will dramatically affect the story long term. It's not just he's going to join again at the end of the arc.
I think that's so brilliant how their friendship was set up and how it was paid off here. Sasuke, and how it compares to a past event where his brother tells him that in order to gain my power, you have to kill your best friend. And here we are, the moment where Sasuke wins the fight, can easily kill Naruto, but in the last moment, he's standing over his body, he's staring down at him, and he's like, "I'm sorry, Naruto." It starts raining, it's so dramatic, and then he disappears before he's gonna kill him. And while walking away, he says, "I'm sorry, brother, but I'm gonna follow my own path. I'm gonna get that power my own way." Oh my God, I clapped. I stood up and clapped.
What is the name of where they're fighting with these two giant statues of like old Uchiha or whatever?
I think it was the Last Valley, something like that.
Yeah, I thought it was similar to God Valley, which is what we're supposed to also be podcasting about. 3 chapters of God Valley in One Piece, but we're doing Naruto instead. But hey, we're talking about a valley fight, folks. You can't complain. You mentioned Itachi, and for my money, in terms of pure intimidation and fear while reading or experiencing these stories, when Itachi shows up, like in that hotel or wherever they are, like they open the door and it's like fucking Itachi. Yes. And then the fight with Orochimaru in the Forest of Death, those are like 2 moments that I don't think One Piece gave me that adrenaline rush or that fear up to this point in the story.
Right, yeah, I really do think the stakes and the fights are so dang good at this point in the story, and so early. The Tsunade the Search for Tsunade arc is what I'm talking about. Yeah, Tsunade.
Yeah.
The scene where Itachi makes his first physical appearance, and it's so tense while reading and watching because Sasuke and Itachi are both trying to find Naruto because Sasuke was just informed that his brother is back and is trying to find his friend, and he knows more than anyone how dangerous Itachi is. So there's this scene where he's running into town, checking all the buildings, all the hotels, and it's just so scary because we know Itachi is on his way. And that big reveal where he gets a knock at his door. You don't know if it's Sasuke or Itachi. He opens the door. It is standing over him, looming over him with his red eye. Oh my God, it's scary.
Yeah, I forgot even all that setup and the drama of even the viewer doesn't know who's behind the door. Right. That is pretty brilliant. Naruto has some good tension building and payoff moments in there.
It was horrifying. Great scene.
Okay, time for the biggest plot hole in manga history. It's the tuning exams. They're going to go to the Forest of Death. Orochimaru takes over the body of, like a grass ninja? What the fuck? I don't remember what it was called. And the grass ninja's design is like this big purple bow wrapped on. But then that just becomes Orochimaru's outfit. Like, for the rest of his life, he always looks like that. when it was just a disguise he stole from somebody else. Like, he just decided he liked that fashion, I guess.
I guess so.
Now, I might be misremembering because this is based on a plot hole that I remember reading, 8 years ago. But all of my thoughts today are based on Naruto from 8 to 10 years ago.
Right. I think is a very intimidating villain this early in the series. His main stick is he learned the forbidden jutsu of immortality, and he wants to live forever and learn every jutsu in the world. So he takes vessels and steals their body for all intents and purposes, and that's what he wants to do with Sasuke. That's what he wants to do with Sasuke, and Sasuke knows this and doesn't care because all he's worried about is getting the power to kill his brother.
Yeah, so what is Sasuke's plan here? Like, get strong enough to kill Itachi and then just relinquish his body to Orochimaru? And what's Orochimaru's plan here? Does he think he can defeat somebody who is strong enough to stop Itachi?
I feel like, much like Shadow the Hedgehog, Sasuke is so driven by hatred and vengeance that he does not care what happens to him after he accomplishes it. And it's gonna be on the job of Naruto and other allies to bring him out of that fog, to show him the light and hopefully trigger a redemption arc for his character, because that's exactly what happens in Sonic. And I hate to keep going back to that dynamic, but it's very, very similar to what's going on in Naruto.
If Naruto Part 2 is approximately 450 chapters, how long into it until Naruto gets Sasuke back do you predict?
I can honestly see Sasuke's villain to redemption arc lasting the rest of the series, and honestly, I don't think Sasuke is gonna live to the end of the series. I think his arc is gonna follow the villain arc to redemption arc to him not making it to the end of the series.
Heroic sacrifice against whoever the final boss ends up being.
Yes.
What is your inkling as to a final boss? Because in One Piece, we don't really find out about Imu until like chapter 900 and something.
Well, in the very last chapter before time skip, like the very last second, we get this cut to this weird shadowy organization meeting in this cave, and
the Akatsuki.
Yes. And I feel like just going off the designs, how badass they are, and we've seen those robes before, popping up before on other intimidating villains before. I think either that clan as a whole or someone major from that clan might be the big final bad.
Do we know that Itachi is part of the Akatsuki?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So these are all dudes like Itachi level? That's fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
That's no good. Speaking of terrifying villains, we haven't even mentioned Gaara, who is almost the best. I love that scene right before his fight in Tuning Exams Part 2 in the stadium, where I think Naruto and somebody else watches him like just kill somebody. He just kills people and they can't believe it.
I mean, Gaara has honestly maybe a top 3 fight in my opinion versus Rock Lee. Rock Lee is the GOAT. He is my favorite character in the series right now.
Okay.
I love him to death.
Only top 3 then with that fight. What's the other 2 in the top 3?
I would say the number 1 is obviously Sasuke versus Naruto, and number 2, I would have to say, I really like Neji's fight versus
Hinata.
I like Neji a lot. Not Neji, Shikamaru. I like Shikamaru a lot because unlike the other ninjas, he's not particularly fast or strong, but he's extremely witty. He's a genius level strategizer. So all of his fights, rather than depending on brawn or strength or speed, relies entirely on strategy. So his fights are all about beating his opponent with tricks and manipulation, and I love that. It's so creative, and I love seeing how Shikamaru gets out of his scrapes.
So which one of his fights are you picking?
What? I don't remember the Orochimaru 4 or one of the girl he fights from the Sasuke.
During the Sasuke retrieval?
Yeah.
What power did she have? She wasn't the flute one, was she?
Yeah, she had the flute. She had genjutsu. She could use her flute to manipulate the mindset of other people.
Well, let's hear your, I guess, top 10 Naruto characters, because there's so many good ones to choose from.
Right, okay. Number 1, Rock Lee. He's an underdog character. He doesn't know ninjutsu or genjutsu. He's completely reliant on taijutsu. He has a really funny design. He's kind of like a dorky character, but he's so dorky and weird, but he's super strong, and he's like so you wouldn't imagine how strong he is just by looking at him. I love him. And Guy Sensei is hilarious. The dynamic between the two of them, one of the funniest character dynamics I've seen.
It almost makes me sad that Rock Lee has committed his entire appearance and personality to his mentor Guy, and he copies his haircut and everything, and it's like this man is the sun to you, and you revolve around him, and you don't have your own personality, really. Like, your life was so pathetic and sad before you met him that now you've dedicated everything to him and getting stronger to be like him. I hope Rock Lee gets his own personality, other than, I guess, hitting on Sakura.
Right. I mean, I find it sweet how devoted he is to Guy Sensei and vice versa. I mean, one of the few scenes that did make my eyes wide or tear up a bit is the scene where Guy Sensei convinces Rock Lee to have the surgery, because after his fight with Gaara, he's pretty much fucked, completely wrecked. His body is in shambles, and he is given the choice of we can have this risky surgery, and you have a 50-50 chance of dying, but if it succeeds, you can get back to ninjutsu. So he has a really tough choice to make. And Guy Sensei, he said, your whole life has revolved around taijutsu. This is being a ninja is your entire life, and if this surgery fails, I will die right beside you. And I was like, oh my god, sweet. He's literally putting his life on the line.
Now, I vaguely recall that must have been around episode 100, because back in the day when they were airing this weekly, they said, oh my god, Naruto, it's a big hit. We're about to hit episode 100. We're going to just air nothing but Naruto, an endless marathon for 100 episodes, building up to episode 100. And I'm sitting here watching most of it, all hyped up. Oh, this is going to be a great episode. And then I think it was either like that of Lee's recovery in the hospital in that dramatic moment, or it was like a filler episode. But it was like right around that time.
I looked it up because I was curious how much filler there was in the main series. And after the Sasuke retrieval arc concludes, there's like 2 straight years of filler before the final pre-timeskip episode. Like, what the hell? Like that is so odd.
It must have been rough to be a Japanese child watching it as it came out.
Yeah, crazy.
Couldn't just drop it for 10 years like I did and then pick it up when it's done.
Right. If only. I mean, there's going to be people doing that with One Piece in a few years. Crazy.
I mean, I did that with all of these. One Piece, Bobobo, Zatch Bell, Naruto. I was into all of them as a child and then dropped off completely when I went to high school and college. And then Naruto, out of all of them, was the one I was most interested in finishing first. And in 2017, I went through and finished it. And then I started going through One Piece after that. And I just finished Bobobo this year. And I'm finishing Zatch Bell this year. So, you know, sometimes you wait till you're 30 to finish watching the shit you were into when you were 12.
Right.
So stay tuned in the future for everybody else listening. Whatever you like as a kid, you might finish later. One day I'll know the final episode of my life as a teenage robot. Does XJ9 Jenny ever find solace? Does she go to that robot planet that keeps pestering her? I'll never know, probably. Maybe when I'm 40.
Right.
But top 10 characters. Rock Lee's number 1. What are you hoping to see from him in the post-time skip?
I don't know. I've heard criticism from friends that also have watched and read Naruto and have really liked it, who've said that a lot of the interesting side characters really drop off post time skip, and I'm hoping that Rock Lee isn't one of said interesting characters that drop off. But if so, I will be very disappointed. I want to see him have more to do with the plot. I want to see him go on more missions, because his main struggle in the Sasuke retrieval arc is, he's still recovering. He desperately wants to help the guys out on this mission, and eventually he does, which is a huge hype moment. But that's a huge moment for his character. I want to see him be more involved with the missions from this point on.
Not to randomly say this, but connections were made based on what you're saying about Lee and what I know he's up to in the post time skip. But the post time skip arcs in Naruto, in my opinion, are a billion times better than the post time skip in One Piece. Like, post time skip in Naruto is incredibly hype. In every chapter I'm like, yes, and then like the mission they go on and the people who go on it is satisfying. Right. And so Naruto, they nail it for so long. Like, it just keeps getting better and better.
I'm not gonna lie. Naruto kind of destroyed my notions of what I thought the series would be, because the first arc in the entire series is the Land of Waves arc, and it's the trio's first mission as a team. So it's like, okay, so this is going to be like a series where every new arc they have a new mission that they go on, and it's going to get increasingly more dangerous and hype. But then from that moment on, most of the story takes place in the village. It's just tuning exams, and then the Leaf Destruction arc, and then
go find Tsunade.
Yeah, go find Tsunade. It's not like we're gonna go on a big mission with the boys. So I was kind of sad that there's only like one real mission arc pre-time skip until, like, of course, Sasuke retrieval.
I'm thinking about all the post-time skip arcs, and it seems pretty mission heavy. I think they go on a lot of missions.
That's good. I'm glad.
Okay, who's number 2?
I don't know. It's very hard between Naruto himself and Sasuke, because I love them both. But I don't know. I guess I'm more driven, but I'm more like attracted, or I guess not attracted, but I'm more like driven by positive characters. I love just seeing super positive characters, like Luffy, of course. That's why I love Luffy so much. I think Naruto is probably number 2 for me. I just love his never-ending positivity and optimism, his never-ending drive to become the Hokage one day. Which was... In
your manga, does he say believe it, or does he say date bayo?
In the translations, he says believe it. And of course in the anime, he says believe it.
So you've never seen him say date bayo?
No.
Okay, I think that's what believe it comes from in Japanese, but I don't believe it means exactly that. I think it means like more than believe it. But
right.
It's like a Naruto specific thing, I believe. Again, I'm just talking out of my ass. Who's number 3?
Number 3, I think I'm gonna give it to Sasuke. I mean, I hate to go back to this, but Shadow is one of my favorite characters in fiction, and his entire backstory and character motivation is very similar to Sasuke. He has a grudge. He's angry. He hates the world, and is out for vengeance for a slight that was done to him in the past by a loved one, or about loved ones. I don't know. I think that's an interesting dynamic. I think his dark, brooding nature, contrasted with Naruto's never-ending upbeat positivity, is a great foil, and I can't wait to see how that character dynamic plays out post-time skip.
I like the Sasuke moment when Naruto and him are fighting, I think on a roof, and they destroy a water tower, and Sasuke sees like a little trickle, and he's like, Naruto's so much weaker than me, and then he sees the other side and realizes, no, Naruto's impact was way bigger than mine. Holy shit.
Yeah, no, That was really interesting because at the start, of course, Naruto is a little bitch baby compared to Sasuke, like nowhere near as strong as him. But quickly throughout the series, he catches up in terms of strength and power. And honestly, if you asked me at the start of the series who would win in a fight between Sasuke and Naruto, I would 100% be confident in Sasuke. But it had me going for a bit there at the end. Like I really thought it was very close. It could have turned out any way. And the only reason Sasuke really won is because he has that new Orochimaru demon form that he went into at the end, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, which I don't know if that should be on par with the nine-tailed fox demon spirit. I feel like Naruto should not lose any fight with that. I mean, he has the strongest of these demons.
Right.
Like, what this little fucking gay curse mark demon is on par for real, I guess. He's got like wings made out of hands or something. He looks like a fucking freak.
Yeah, that was really freakish and weird.
You should play some of the Naruto fighting games on Steam. Just buy whatever one has all of the characters in it, because there's like 18 different versions of Sasuke, and you can just play as a hand demon wing Sasuke. There's lots of fun stuff in there. Who's number 4?
Number 4, Shikamaru. Like I said before, I love his tactical fighting style. He's not very strong or fast, but he is extremely smart, and all of his fights are about him outsmarting his opponent using tricks and what have you. It's great.
Number 5.
Number 5, Gaara. I like Gaara. I like he's a very scary antagonist at first, and now that he's an ally, I feel like he's going to be very crucial for our heroes going forward now that he's an ally, because he's like one of the strongest allies you can possibly have. And the moment, oh my god, I didn't even mention Naruto versus Gaara's final fight in the Chunin exams. Well, not Chunin exams, in the Leaf Destruction arc, because he turns into a huge fucking sand kaiju demon, whatever, and Naruto still wins. And at the end, Naruto, of course, has this heart-to-heart to him that changes his outlook on life, makes him realize, wait, this Naruto kid is just as lonely and sad as I am, and he found love. Maybe I can find love too. And from there out, he's an ally. It's beautiful. I love it. 10 out of 10.
I do like that a giant frog defeats a giant, what they call it, Shikaku, whatever his giant weird sand demon was. I'm noticing a trend of only male names. Do we think even a female character would appear in the top 30 in Naruto? Are there any good female characters?
I think Tsunade is really great. I think I love her. I love that she's introduced as like kind of this cold-hearted, like gambling bitch who doesn't care about anything. But then you find out about her tragic backstory. You see her compassionate, loving side come out with Naruto, because she sees a lot of his dead brother within him, and it just brings a lot of sweet moments. I love Tsunade. The problem is like there's not many major female characters, and the ones that do exist aren't that interesting. Like Sakura,
they just exist to have crushes on the boys.
Of course, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Sakura's entire motivation is, she loves Sasuke. She loves Sasuke. She does everything for Sasuke. Ino is the rival to Sasuke, who's also not Sasuke, of Sakura, who also loves Sasuke.
Hinata just loves Naruto.
Yeah.
And fights her cousin and gets her ass whooped.
Right. I guess Hinata is slightly better, because I guess she has the whole bit of she clearly has a crush on Naruto, and Naruto is completely oblivious to it, which leads to a lot of funny interactions.
We're going to play a quick game called Waifu Wars, where we both name our number 1 top waifu from Naruto Pre-Timeskip. And then the audience...
12 years old.
You can pick a 12-year-old if you want. I'm just saying, I'll give you first pick. But I'm going to win if you don't say the name I'm going to say, so you better think real hard. And the audience will choose who picked the better waifu.
Well, considering that most of the characters are pre-pubescent people...
I don't think you need to say that. There's so many adult women. It goes without saying, Hartsy. You don't have to pick a child.
I guess Tsunade...
For fuck's sake.
Tsunade would be my pick. I think she's like...
she's like 65 years old, uses chakra to look youthful, so you know that she's actually old and fucking, that's a stank-ass pussy. Probably cannot get pregnant. That might be a plus, actually. The correct answer is the administrator of the Forest of Death, Anko, with her fishnet. Oh my fucking god. And Hartsy, do you know what they do to this woman?
What did they do to this woman?
Are you planning on reading Boruto when you finish Naruto?
Probably, but you can tell me.
Well, I'm not gonna read Boruto just because what they did to Anko. The most beautiful woman in all of Naruto here. She's always eating. They make her like 300 pounds fatter, and her character's just obesely fat, and that's the joke. They ruin her. So I'm never gonna read Boruto just because of that.
Oh, that's gross.
Dead ass, as the kids might say. God, you ruined the hottest character in the story. Why? But there might be some hot chicks coming in part 2.
Hopefully.
I'm trying to remember if there are.
It's only like a 3-year time skip, right? So they're all 16 now, like all the main
I think
characters.
they're like turning 15 probably.
Oh.
But they still give them adult breasts, so yeah, I guess enjoy that. But I'm trying to think of like if any of the bad guy women are hot, and none of them come to mind.
I think the girl that Shikamaru fights is pretty hot. She has pink hair. She's pretty hot. I think so.
He might think she's pretty hot too.
Right?
Was that Gaara's sister you're talking about?
No, no, I'm talking about the Sasuke retrieval arc. Where the Orochimaru 5, I think they're called, right?
No, yeah, never mind then. He does not think that she's hot.
Yeah.
Who's number 6?
I like Jiraiya a lot. He's like a funny, goofy mentor type character for Naruto. He's introduced as like this pervy, weird like freak who turns out to be like a super powerful. Wait. What's the designation given to like super powerful ninja? It's there's only 5 of them. What are they called?
Hokage?
Shit. No, not Hokage. I don't know. There's a special.
The Sannin?
Sannin, yeah.
I think there's only 3 of them. It was him, Tsunade, and Orochimaru, right?
Oh, I thought there was 5 of them. No,
because that was just like their squad of 3, I think.
Right.
And you know who their mentor, squad leader was, right?
No. Wait. No, it was the 3rd Hokage, right?
I think so, because that's why they're the Sannin.
Yeah, the 3rd Hokage. He had his tragic sacrifice in the end of Leaf Destruction arc. That is one of the other scenes that made me tear up a slight bit.
No, a lot of people hate the 3rd Hokage because, 3rd Hokage, he retires, so the 4th can, take his place. The 4th sacrifices his life to stop this demon and puts the demon inside his own son to protect the village. Okay, you're gonna have to go back to being Hokage. Just whatever you do, don't let my baby son suffer in poverty, live alone, get bullied by everybody, drink expired milk, and get sick, and have diarrhea all the time. Like, please just take care of my son who I'm sacrificing everything to save you guys for. The 3rd Hokage just treats him like shit. Lets him get bullied, doesn't care. Lets him poison himself with expired food. Like, Naruto should be living in the palace. Everybody should know he's like the hero of the village. He should be worshipped by these people. The 3rd Hokage does absolutely nothing. Doesn't give a fuck.
I don't think it's like I pretty much assumed that the 4th Hokage was Naruto's father because in the scene where Tsunade is being sworn in as the 5th Hokage, you see his portrait on the wall along with the other Hokage.
Mm-hmm. I didn't even know that was a spoiler, honestly. I thought that was just obvious.
He has the same yellow spiky hair that Naruto has in the portrait. And it's like, okay, that's the obvious twist to make, so I saw that and immediately assumed that's going to be the outcome.
I mean, when you see him on Mount Rushmore and it looks like Naruto,
Right.
But my bad if that was a spoiler, not that it really, mattered.
It technically is, but I already assumed it. Like, it's just good to have confirmation.
Well, number 7, before I spoil some more,
I guess the other mentor character, Kakashi, he's super cool. I love the Kakashi Chronicles. I don't know if that's like canon or if that's just like a filler story that they wrote. If it is filler, then it's probably the best written filler episode in the history of anime.
So it is canon, and I made a mistake. I assumed it was filler when I was going through Naruto Kai, and I skipped it, and it turns out it has crucial information to the end game of the story, so I was completely lost.
Oh shit, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kakashi Chronicles is such a good little backstory.
Yeah, so what's the story? He has his little squad with his friend Obito and his girl, what's her name, Kieran?
Yeah.
Karen, something. And then she like...
Kira.
Yeah, what happens even? I don't even remember.
Okay, so it's revealed that Kakashi had a father that was like a hero of the village who was disgraced after he abandoned his mission to save his friends, and that was seen as a big taboo. You don't abandon the mission to save anyone under any circumstances. You see the mission to the end, and his father ended up killing himself because he was vilified by the whole village because he went out of his way to save his friends. Oof, it's tragic. These villagers are all a bunch of fucking idiots and I hate them. And Kakashi took a lesson to heart that he will never abandon the mission. He won't go out of his way to save his friends. He will play by the books, he'll be straight-laced, straight edge. He'll never break the mold, basically, and that's put to the test where one of the three from the squad are kidnapped by rival ninja, and obviously Obito wants to go save him. Kakashi doesn't. So there's a huge falling out. Obito goes to save Kira, who is the medical ninja of the squad, and it all goes south. Kakashi has a change of heart, goes to help Obito, loses his eye in a battle, and then they end up defeating the ninja, but getting trapped in a cave. And poor Obito, he gets crushed by falling boulders and dies there. Gives Kakashi his shower gun, and
yeah. So at the very least, you get the backstory on how Kakashi got an Uchiha Sharingan eye. I don't think we knew that before.
No, I was always wondering how he got that. So yeah, we get that, and it's tragic, very sad. Very, very sad.
Okay, I think we're on.
I imagine.
Go ahead.
I imagine. They show this right after the final chapter of Pre-Timeskip, and Kakashi finding Naruto, assuming he was too late. So I bet for a moment there he had flashbacks to that moment. Naruto thinking he might be dead, might be too late. Thankfully he wasn't. Naruto was okay. But I imagine that was a big heartfelt moment for him.
Was his dad called like the White Flash or something?
Yes.
Yeah, I recall an old granny character in an upcoming arc is like, "Ah, you look like the White Flash. I hate that guy." So maybe that's I probably did not understand that when I went through it. Like, wait, what the fuck is she talking about?
No, I think he was called the White Wolf. And the squad leader for Kakashi's group was called the Flash of the Hidden Village.
Okay.
The Hidden Leaf Village.
What number are we on? Number 8?
7. Yeah, so we're 8. 6, 7.
Shut the fuck up. I'm ending the podcast. I'm deleting what we recorded. Is 6, 7... Is it just TikTok censorship of 6ix9ine, or is there a joke I don't understand?
I have no idea what the joke is.
Okay.
It's just,
so it's funny because it's funny. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're on 8 now. What other characters are there to talk about? I guess.
Yeah, maybe top 5 would have been easier.
Yeah. I guess I really do like Neji.
Yeah, Neji. What about Shoji?
Choji!
Choji, not. I'm so used to saying Shoji 800 times a day, but Choji.
Yeah. Choji. It's very interesting because in his fight with the big fat Orochimaru ninja, he inflates his body and then inflates his fist just like fucking Luffy Gear 3. And I saw that and I pointed and I saw it at the screen. It's literally Luffy's Gear 3 when he inflates himself and then uses a big fist to punch his enemy. Like,
I mean, he has like some gay butterfly metaphor, if I recall.
Right.
And it all amounts to nothing.
I like Kiba and Akumaru. I think that's really.
I like when
really
Naruto farted in Kiba's face to defeat him.
You're right, of course. I love Akumaru. I guess I'm a sucker for small animals that are cute and also aid with ally.
What about Haku? How come Haku was not in your waifu list?
Haku, who is that?
It's Zabuza's assistant.
Oh yeah. I don't think I can put that in my waifu.
What? Why not? Naruto did. Naruto fell in love with that dude.
Yeah,
he did.
He did.
Naruto's gay as fuck. He kissed Sasuke in like chapter 3. And then what? He's in love with Haku? Why is that in there? All this gay shit. He's in love with Sakura, the flattest chest. They point out she has no tits. Naruto has a type, and it's men.
Oh no.
It's men.
Oh my god. And this is setting up the relationship between Sasuke and Naruto. They're gonna end up a gay couple in the end. They're gonna resolve their issues.
Wow, could you imagine? Ooh,
right.
The shippers must have been mad when that didn't happen, and then Sasuke died in that noble sacrifice. They must have been so pissed.
I hope I'm right in that prediction, but also,
You don't want to see what he's up to in Boruto?
I do. I want to see Sasuke survive to the end, but knowing how these anti-hero characters are typically written in stories like this, I don't think he's gonna make it to the end. Just saying. Because I've consumed enough anti-hero media to know that most of the time they don't live to see the end.
I hope he does something so horrible that he's unredeemable. Like, I want him to cause Naruto horrible pain, like kill Sakura in front of him. Do you have any predictions for what you will see happen and if anybody will die?
I definitely feel like the stakes in post-Timeskip are going to be raised. Maybe one of Naruto's mentor type characters, like one of the trusted adults in his life, will die, and that will lead to so
Kakashi, Jiraiya, or Tsunade.
Tsunade, any of those could be on the chopping block. Because again, in stories like this, that's typically whenever an author wants a character to experience a tremendous growth, they'll kill someone very close to them. And who else other than a trusted adult figure in Naruto's life?
Do we think Blackbeard will kill Garp and the world government will kill Rayleigh and Luffy will lose both?
That would be extremely tragic. I really want to know what Blackbeard's plan is for Garp, because do you think Luffy still cares about Garp at this point in the story?
Of course he does.
Of course, yeah. Of course. Right.
But he's just Blackbeard wants to become a king so he can attend the reverie, so he's using that as a bargaining chip. I think is the plan.
Right, of course.
And then when he shows up to the reverie, I guess he just walks into the empty throne room and says, "What's up, Emo?" Or Emu. "What's up, Elmo? This is my house now."
Right. I'm trying to imagine what Luffy's reaction to the news once he hears that Garp is currently captured by Blackbeard is going to be.
Oh, Garp has his own adventures. Back to Naruto, because we got to wrap up very soon. I got to record One Piece with Egi. Right. We're doing, I think, volume 63 today.
Sick. Have you guys seen the Nika mermaid yet?
Yeah, that was last week.
Oh, yeah.
Final thoughts on Naruto? Any final predictions for the future? Who's number 10? We got number 9, I think, was Choji. Who's number 10?
Number 10, Tsunade, sure.
Oh, wow, a woman made it.
Yeah, let's go. Woman did make it. Tsunade is probably the greatest female character so far. She's so cool. She has like this cold outer exterior, but also you see a bunch of her loving, tender side. It's great. I love her.
The Leaf Village had a female president before America.
Yeah. Yeah, Sinatra is a good 10th place. But I think I've got most of my predictions that I have laid out so far. Sasuke will have a villain to redemption arc, but will probably die before the end. Naruto will probably lose someone very close to him in the upcoming arcs, which will lead to a huge character growth. That's because all these animes love to do that.
Do you think in this 3-year training with Jiraiya and Naruto that Naruto is going to come back with a whole bunch of new jutsus to show off other than Shadow Clone and Rasengan?
100%, because that's exactly what the time skip in One Piece was meant to do, to have all our characters experience new abilities.
So you would be
and,
extremely disappointed if after 3 years he's still just doing Shadow Clone and Rasengan and nothing new.
Kind of, but
you think that'd
like,
be poor writing?
Yeah, a little bit, but a little bit.
Like, what the fuck were they doing for 3 years?
Yeah. But no, I am actually constantly surprised with how Naruto uses his abilities to different effects in each different fight. Like, he's always keeping me on his toes. Like, he's gonna do a fake out with his ninjutsu, with his Shadow Clone again, and then here he comes with his Naruto might be like a somewhat dim-witted and naive character, but he has extremely high battle IQ. Like,
just like Luffy.
I'm always surprised with the type of shit he's thinking of on the fly.
And I haven't read Bleach yet, but I'm sure if Mr. Bleach Ichigo or something, he's probably exactly the same.
I'm gonna read Bleach after I'm done with Naruto, so I can get all 3 of the big 3 under my belt.
What, before or after Boruto is the question.
Well, Boruto, I guess that's something I can read in the background because it's still going on.
And I think it's monthly.
Damn.
Yeah, and the art is terrible. They have all that extra time and it looks like dog shit.
I heard that the anime adaptation of Boruto is 90% filler. Like,
yeah, I watched one of the filler arcs. There's a filler arc where Boruto goes back in time, and it's just like him hanging out with Naruto and the other 12-year-old, ninjas, and they're like cleaning the floor of a building. Like, what is that? Why is this anything?
That is retarded. I mean, I guess it's
complete nostalgia bait. Like, they just hang out with these characters again as they clean up a building.
Thankfully, that's filler.
Yes.
I guess I feel like Naruto is probably, since Naruto does have a son in the future series, he has to get with someone at the end, and that's probably gonna be Hinata.
That's your prediction? Is that Naruto and Hinata hook up?
Yep. That's my prediction.
Does Sasuke end up with anybody?
No, because Sasuke's probably gonna die before the end.
Okay, so then who does Sakura get? She gets to die alone?
Sakura gets to cry because her crush probably died in the battle. This is going to be like the one podcast I'm on where I'm not reading the comments because I don't want to get spoiled. So
I mean, I already gave you a major spoiler, evidently, so my bad on that.
But
if you already were thinking it, then it all works out.
Yeah, I was already assuming that the fourth Hokage was the father of Naruto. But I don't know. The people in the comments can talk about whether I'm right on the nail or I'm hilariously wrong about everything that's coming up.
Yeah, so feel free to spoil away because Hartsy's not reading it, and I've got to get ready for Aggie. So, Hartsy, do you want to plug anything?
If I had anything to plug, I would. My Twitter was recently deleted.
What'd you get banned for this time, Hartsy? What'd you say? Who'd you threaten?
I didn't say anything that awful. I was complaining about how the new Final Fantasy movie has a terrible cast, and some guy replied to me and said, "You should swallow a mouthful of cope pills and start coping." And then I replied with an innocent tweet. I said, "You should swallow a mouthful of bleach and end your life." And I was banned.
And you were talking about the manga Bleach that you're about to read and enjoy.
Of course.
You wanted him to choke on the paper and get paper cuts in his esophagus.
Of course, yeah.
Which is very violent, so I'm glad they banned you for that. So
I don't think I deserve to get
go
banned
follow
for
the Gushers review that came out, I think, 3 years ago.
3 years ago? Jesus.
Peace, people.
Bye.